Oh my goodness. So many things come to mind, fun memories from my childhood, to fun memories with my kiddos. But now it's all about watching young kids enjoy the moment and understanding that it's just a fun time. Um, they don't really need to understand the whole meaning of it all, but it's just exciting to have a moment where you intermingle with the spirits. So I love it.
Well, and Diane, you look quite attractive today, as always. And we just had our friend Katrina on talking about skincare. And I'd love for you to share what your witchy routine is.
Yes, Miss Katrina's marvelous, isn't she? So, as most skincare routines are, it's all about making sure you wash your face really well. After this makeup comes off, though, I shall be doing a really good mud cleanser and then a toner and make sure I hydrate. So it'll be a lot of
So
fun.
important. So
Yes, yes.
important. Well, thank you again for being here. And hello to our friends just joining us. We have amazing guests backstage who are going to help lighten up the program. We have someone very special. It happens to be her birthday today. Yes. Here she is. Woo! Sarah, happy birthday, baby. How are
Oh,
you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's London. It's cold. It's perfect. Halloween's perfect. And I'm really happy that so many more people in England are dressing up now. I miss New York. I miss the States at this time of year because I can be completely quiet and not plan anything and have the best time still just by walking out. And London is catching up. I mean, I think it has been for a while, but I'm really impressed. So far, so good.
And that's great. How did you spend your birthday so far?
Relaxing. I've been a complete
Nice.
rebel. I should have been out there doing mad things, but no.
Well,
I
you
decided
got an hour back into the calendar, so you have more time to still get out there.
not over yet. It's not
No,
over.
No,
it's
it's
not over.
it's well, we are so fortunate to have you here with us, and you have created this incredible piece of work that we are going to be featuring. So, before we play your track, I want to spotlight you and just tell us a little bit about you and your music.
Thank you, Dr. Jacqueline. So, I mean, as you know, I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm what we call maybe a British Asian or a South Asian woman. I don't really care anymore. I'm a woman of the world and I've traveled around and I like to write about issues that affect people like me. I like to address the questions that need to be asked so that people can sit and think. Sometimes we shock them, sometimes it's on the nose, sometimes it's not, sometimes I'm being gentle and I'm saying, hey, come here, listen to me a little bit, right? Um, but I want to make a difference. And I had to sort of look at my life and all the things I've been exposed to, like traveling to Antarctica and having my mind blown by nature and amazing people from across the globe, working with volunteer organizations to empower women and really take an active part in ending violence against women and young girls. And I like to take those themes. I know that we can all be loud, and there's a place for all of us when we want to fight and we want to champion our issues. But music and writing and stories, that's where I come in.
Yes, I love it. Woo! Well said. So, we are going to play Nothing Is Wrong with Me. I'm totally digging this. I played it for my family last night again. I played it for myself today. I played it this morning, playing it over and over and over. I just can't get enough of it. So, anything else you want to say before I play it?
Nothing is wrong with you. Just remember that on your hard days. It's not easy because everyone will tell you that, you got issues. Maybe you need therapy. Maybe you don't. Maybe you need, I don't know what you need, but I'm just going to tell you right now, deep down inside, nothing is wrong with you.
Love it. Here we go. Sarah. That was outstanding.
It's
Thank
fabulous.
you. Thank
How'd you feel watching it and on your birthday?
Every time. I'm really glad that I did it. It took forever to do it. And then, of course, it got delayed with the pandemic, but such a series of miracles and magic, actually. Very magical. In fact, it was around this time in New York that we got down to filming. So it's wonderful to revisit and see my friends. They're all my friends, everyone in that video. They're all friends of mine who've studied with me and just been there for me. And it's incredible.
I'm going to spotlight you, and I would really like for you to share some of the things you shared with me about how you actually made that.
Oh, right. Okay. So as you know, I was in New York. I moved to New York in 2005, and I was working there. I actually worked on top of Madison Square Garden, which was incredible. That billboard is incredible. Just walking under it every day was nuts. But Nothing's Wrong with Me was born out of a set of frustrations that I was experiencing at the time. And we had written the sketch piece, which is in the longer version, about the judgments and stereotypes being leveled at a single independent woman like myself. Who's her man? Why isn't she with someone? Is she gay? Like, what's wrong with her, basically? How can she be single still? And so I sort of took those concepts, and I was working on a project, a new EP. We had 3 songs, and finally, there ended up being a slot on the last one. And I didn't want to waste that slot. And it was an amazing studio in New Jersey that was originally built by Frankie Valli. So it was such a pleasure to receive it. It was very, very lucky. And I didn't want to, I wanted to make the most of it. And so myself and Thomas and my friend, just a series of miracles. The space arrived, the right people showed up, and even someone who was missing in the cast that day just showed up on the train. The Muslim man, somebody had pulled out, and he just got on the train that day, and he was so happy to just help. So he joined in. It was incredible. Nothing was missing. So yeah, nothing's wrong with me, and nothing ended up being wrong on the day. It was quite a miracle. We did not plan the carriage being empty. We didn't contrive with any of that. I let it be, no matter what it was going to be, and I just sort of went with it. So yeah, amazing timing, right?
Amazing timing.
What a great story. We're so happy for you. I'm so happy that we get to have you here on your birthday and play this beautiful music with a really important message. There's nothing wrong with any of us.
I really appreciate your support. It means a great deal to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Well,
it's a beautiful story that you've written, and I think everybody could relate to that, because at some point in everyone's life we ask that one question: what's wrong with me? And to hear this just reminds us that we're nothing, and put the noise aside. It's really great.
That whole thing about it's not a bipolar thing, there's some really cheeky statements in there, because of course one of the first things anyone says, especially with women when we're struggling, whether it's mental health, is, well, what's wrong with her?
Yeah, exactly.
Is she medicated? And it's like, really? I have to explain it. Right? So part of it, no, it's not that, lads. It's not. And ladies, it's not that.
Right.
I'm just really mad right now.
But I would actually love parents to hear that song too, because as a former classroom teacher and still being very well connected into the schools, parents are like, oh, your child needs to be medicated. And all they really need to do is to go outside and swing and run around the playground. And so it's like, nothing's wrong with my child. Go away.
Yeah. And you know what? Actually, Dr. Jacqueline, you've all hit the nail on the head. Sometimes all a person needs is to have someone listen to them. Just listen to them, hear them, right? And
definitely
50% of it, I would say. In my case, most definitely.
I'm glad the credits ran, because right at the very end, and I loved that soundbite you had, even though it was silent. We're all made of sound. I just thought that was a powerful statement. Just wanted you to know I noticed that.
Thank you. Oh, I'm really glad you did, because it was rolling and I was like, oh, are we going to watch these? And I was like, okay.
Yes, absolutely.
But I come from a Hindu background, and the first word that created the universe was Om, which is sound. And it was with that sound that the world began. So I say we're made of sound.
Love it. And I do when I do yoga and we start, of course, I just love, and we go deep within ourselves and we go, yeah, it's powerful, right? You really connect down into the spirit. Yeah. And on today's note, we are definitely connecting with an inner spirit.
I want to know where Caesar is. Caesar, Mark Antony, where are my men? I need more men. Okay, it's a personal problem. All right.
It's too strong.
It's a lot of things, I'm sure.
With the Egyptian thing, the sound there too, I believe they used to have sound chambers, right? For healing, right? And they'd lower a person down into the chamber and then they'd bounce harmonics off of them. We are made of sound.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Absolutely. We are going to invite our next guest on, and Samsara, you're welcome to hang out with us. What would you like to do?
I think I'm going to go and actually blow out my candles on my birthday.
Yes, do it. And I'm going to spotlight you. We've got your banner running, but for people who are listening on the radio, what's the best way to reach you? Also, you have the opportunity to donate to Samsara, and I hope everyone takes advantage of that.
Please do, because I work with lots of charity organizations and there's so many projects coming up that I could really do with some help in terms of creation, in terms of giving back to the communities that we're working with, funding new projects and just doing some good, really. And if you like it, join in. That's it. That's the best way to join in for now. You can find me at samsara.co. That's samsara.co on the web, and at Samsara on any social media platform. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can find me very easily. Please reach out, say hello.
And friends, I am going to be donating. I wrote down the tinyurl.com/donate-to-samsara, SAMSERA. So look for my donation, and I hope others will do the same. Thank you. All right, happy birthday, Diane. Let's give her a quick happy birthday. Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Samsara. There's nothing wrong with you.
That's the lowest I've ever sung that.
Have a great birthday.
Happy Halloween. Thank you so much.
Happy Halloween. Bye.
You were an alto.
Yes. Our next guest has been here before, and she always brings so much great information. Her name is Auntie G, and she is a fashion and costume designer, and she is in London. She's got a lot of fortunes to tell today. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for having me again.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So what have you been up to since we saw you last on Fashion, Fitness, Travel, and Leisure?
Well, I had my fashion show 2 weeks ago in London for a charity organization called CHUBS UK that they donated all the proceedings to cancer in Africa to help people with cancer in Africa. It was a blast of a night. And in between, because I'm also a makeup artist, it's the period that I became creative and I played with makeup, prosthetics. You see, I grew a third eye tonight, just for us. But I'm here to tell you your fortune, ladies, if you want to.
Yes. Diane, I'd love to have my fortune told. Would you?
Absolutely. Let's go for it.
Now, wait, I want to know, will you be telling me my fortune, or is it Cleopatra's fortune?
I don't know. You want your alter ego Cleopatra's fortune?
Yes.
Fortune?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, my alter ego, Cleopatra.
All right, my love. So please choose a card. Let's say this is one. This is one. And let's go. Choose the number. It's 7 cards here. Which number should I pick?
Diane, you go ahead.
Oh, I thought we were doing Cleopatra. Okay, 3.
3. So, my dear, you chosen bliss.
Don't know what that
Yes.
means.
Neither do I, so I have to look at my little book of illumination and tell you. Because I'm such a good fortune teller, for those who haven't realized it. Oh, where are you, Miss Bliss?
It's
Okay.
coming. It's coming.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. Are you to find Mrs. Bliss?
Problem, my pretty. It takes a while to read through the crystal ball. And if I
Yeah.
don't like what you say, I shall cast a spell on you later tonight.
Oh, I know. I should be nice to you, madam. Oh, where are you, Bliss?
Yes.
Here you are. It's in Gabriel's heart brings you abiding bliss for your sacred moment in your life and reminds you of the exquisite part of that is overshadowed by the love of Hindu's faith, Lord Krishna, the embodied and complete avatar of the presence God Vishnu. To honor this divine process, design a celebration that will concentrate this wonderful moment of supreme happiness and with a refined gratitude that brings even more bliss, pledge thanks to all that is wonderful about your life. Chant Ah to warm this vibration through your heart chakra, the delicate Anahata.
Wow, that's powerful.
It is. And very positive. So I guess I'm
Very
safe.
positive.
No bad spells on me tonight.
No bad spells. Just
Okay.
happiness, my love. Thank you very much. My
Thank
spiders
you.
will be extra happy.
Oh, that's nice. So,
I had to
Cleopatra.
go off the stage because my snake was getting really frisky with me and I had to temper the thing. So I am
Naughty
back.
snake.
You pick a number, Dr. Jacqueline.
Hello, Josine Abrams. Nice to have you here. Okay, I will pick a card. I'll pick number. Well, since one of them is missing now, I will pick.
No, it's not missing. I
That
put
there.
it
Okay, I'm going to go
here.
with number 7. Lucky 7.
Oh, lucky 7. And it's celebration for you, my Cleopatra.
Leo. Yes.
It's celebration time for Cleopatra. Let's see what she's gonna celebrate. With Jophil's heart sigil, feel that now is the time for you to leap for joy and truly celebrate your many wonderful accomplishments. At the same time, send rockets of desire off into the galaxy to bring even further celebration.
Yes.
You see, you have been waiting many years for this time of unique unfolding. So ask what future you want to create for yourself as you journey through this time of galactic expansion and soul ascension. Also, chant Ha for your Hader chakra Anahata to enliven this heartfelt glee.
Very nice. It sounds like one celebration after another for me.
Exactly.
It's perfect for Cleopatra because she's been working so hard, and Cleopatra loves to party.
Cleopatra loves this because I am the divine, beautiful, and I attract men from all over the world as Cleopatra. Come into my lair.
Oh, it's been lovely.
Yes, thank you for this.
Very wise.
Your third eye is beautiful. Thank you for that reading. So, Auntie G, in all seriousness, even though it's Halloween, tell us about some of your collections. Tell us about your work.
Well, I did the collection recently that showcased, and actually it is size inclusive. It had from the size 0 we know in America or size 8 in UK up to size 24. We had ladies of all cultures, younger girls, mature ladies being my models. I wanted to be inclusive. So it was a blissful time, I would say. And actually, I'm very happy with it because it created happiness not only to me, but to women that thought that they couldn't have evening wear on their size.
That's fantastic. You're doing beautiful work, and I'm very proud of you, very happy for you. What's next for you?
Basically, the next is to celebrate Christmas with family and friends. And then I have another fashion show, and then I'm coming your side in April, girls. Nashville.
Woo! You're coming to New York?
Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. That's right. I remember now.
Was US, sorry.
That's right.
I would love to come to New York. Hope I can get the time to come afterwards, after that we compete.
I think you should definitely make a plan. And Justine says, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you as well. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anthony G, we are going to ask you to give your contact information, and you're also welcome to hang out with us if you want. What's the best way for people to reach you?
Basically, you can contact me on Instagram at AnthonyGofficial for clothing, or if you want makeup at Coco Malmesur, or through my website at anthony.com.
Thank you so much. So simple. Are you going to hang out with us, or do you have to go?
I could hang out with you.
All right.
No problem if you want me.
Excellent. Hang out with us. Next, we have Ricky McHealthy, who I see she is in her kitchen. And there she is. Welcome, Ricky McHealthy. Nice to see you. Oh, you're on mute, dear.
Mute. Ricky, it's great to see you. And I hope you're cooking up some really great things. What do you think, Cleopatra?
I wonder what she has to eat. I'm so hungry after ruling all of these nations by myself. It's exhausting.
Well, the princess has arrived, disguised as a chef.
Hello, Princess Chef.
Fall, winter, I don't know what.
So Ricky is joining us from the great state of Texas, and she is one of our co-hosts. She's on the United Kitchen. So what's going on in that kitchen today? I know you've got a big celebration in addition to Halloween.
I have to show you. I haven't taken them out of the package yet, and I'm not sure if it shows up as backwards or forwards, but it's Richard's birthday, so it's either 78 or I don't know what.
Yeah, I think he'd rather be 78 than 87, but yes.
You're absolutely right. I asked him about that, as a matter of fact, and he did say. Oh, and so in celebration, he is making his famous lemon pepper chicken, which is wonderful. And I have made the butternut squash soup, butternut squash apple soup, as well as we are having the muffins to go with it. And these are not sweet muffins, these are savory muffins. They have turmeric, they have, let me get it, cinnamon, cloves, turmeric, ginger, all the good spices that go into things around this time of year, from Halloween on through Christmas. And we will also add a wee bit of coconut, as well as apricots, carrot, just a whole bunch of things. I'm missing a spice, just 1 second. Cinnamon, ginger, turmeric, cloves, nutmeg. What did I miss?
Spiders!
Warts! Now, we're going to, well, we do need a bowl. We're fighting all the evil spirits away. And just to let you know, they actually do come out looking pretty well. So here's what we're going to have later.
Yummy.
Then they're filled with chopped apricots and chopped, what are those things? Cranberries. And I left the poison berries outside. I will not put them in tonight. We want everyone to survive and drink and eat healthy. So we will begin, if you like. We have a sweet potato, and here's an interesting little way to do a sweet potato. When you cook them, when you bake them, cut a circle around the middle so that when you get them out, this is supposed to work. You can just squeeze them out of the skin. I feel like Julia Child here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're going to squeeze them out of the skin because we are going to take the sweet potato, what's left of it, and grab a knife. Because it works better when the sweet potato is hot, by the way. Because it's really very simple. It just kind of squeezes off the potato. So we're taking a sweet potato and plopping it into the bowl. And I'm going to just go around this one so it comes out easily. By the way, the oven is heated up to 375. And we're going to squish the potato out. Okay, now you can either discard the skin, or if you're like me, I happen to like eating the skin, which I will save for later. And I'm going to take a great big tool. This will be used to hold skeleton heads and pumpkins, except the pumpkins are already on the table. So what I'm going to do with the fork now is mash the sweet potato. You're looking at me strangely, sir. Is there something I can do for you?
No.
You can put your hand in if you like. The hand has arrived.
I love to eat fingers.
Yes. All righty. So now we have coconut milk. Yeah. On top of the mashed sweet potato, we will put about 3/4 of a cup of the coconut milk. And maybe a drop more. Okay. And I shall add that and mash the sweet potato. Sweet potato in any way, form, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the most wonderful things on earth. Or flying on a broom. You can actually eat one if you don't take it out of the skin and you just hold it like a banana. Okay, so we have coconut milk and we have avocado oil. Or oil of newt, if you prefer. And we'll take 2 tablespoons of that. Yeah.
I love the sound effects, Ricky.
The sound effects. Well, actually, if you were in my my brew room, you would hear at this point a pretty damn good jazz quartet that's on the TV. Whoops, that's done. Okay. And we shall grate a carrot. And we need about, let's see. Oh, wait. First, we have to put in a 1/4 cup of. I've done this before. You wouldn't believe it. But we have, okay. You're just going to grate a carrot. And you can grate it large or small. I'm going to go for small because it works better in the muffins. So I'm taking my grater. And you wouldn't know it, but this is actually the foot of the warthog that was walking around the yard last night as I was trying to clean up from all the skeletons that are out there. They just keep flopping into the garden. So
You know how to attract them, Ricky.
I guess, yeah. Actually, some of them are pretty cute, but they rattle a lot. And we've got approximately a 1/4 cup of grated carrot. Dug up from the graves of the most lovely skeletons. And we'll put that in the bowl with the sweet potato, and using your fingers is much more fun.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yes. All righty. We'll mix that in. What's this? Oh, top. That doesn't go in. Now, we shall put in. Oh, by the way, did I say the oven was at 375? We've taken all the witches out. We're not baking any more kids. And so we're going to do 2 eggs.
Rickety's Comedy Kitchen.
You never know what'll happen. Okay, and these are wonderful organic eggs, and I found that the organic eggs have a lot harder shell than the regular ones, than the non-organics. So you really have to crack them. Okay.
Ricky, I really like how you paired your nail polish color with the food and your apron. I love it.
You noticed. See? I actually
Yes.
got a manicure.
It's beautiful.
I had to have all the claws removed because they wondered what the claws were for. So I'm mixing up the liquid part of all this. Let's see. Okay. Now we will add our 1/4 cup of cranberries that have already been chopped up. And I think there's a couple of, no, I thought there might have been a wart in there, but no. And the apricots, of course, come from apricot trees. Excuse me, so we'll mix all that up. We've got the fruit and the carrot in there. Move those lovelies over. Then let's see what comes next. Flour. It always helps. Now, I'm going to put the dry ingredients in a different vessel because I'm going to mix all the dry ingredients together first before putting them in the liquid. So, now you see the secrets. You didn't see that. I need a cup. A cup. This calls for brown rice flour, but being right out of rice flour, I'm going to use almond flour, which makes this gluten-free, which is really lovely. And I put it in the wrong place. Really good, Ricky, but we can mix it up anyway.
I didn't realize there were so many types of flour, Ricky.
Yeah, there's lots of different flour. And in this, we're using the almond flour and coconut flour together, which I very often do because I love the flavors and it also keeps it gluten-free. And if you've ever had any problems with gluten, you won't with these muffins. And these are actually what are known as anti-inflammatory, which means I can't like them later. Okie dokie, there we have. The batter is beginning. I don't know if you can see it, but it's this lovely orange apricot-y color, to which I'm going to add now, I think it's a 1/4 cup of the coconut flour. I had a little bitty 1/4 cup measurement, but it seems to have flown off. I thought I got rid of that broom. Wait a minute. Anybody for Quidditch? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's time to read Harry Potter.
I knew.
I thought you would. Whoops. Oh, well. Here's our 1/4 cup. And it's interesting. I used to think that baking was really a very precise art. And it still is to a point. But I've also found that you can mess around a little bit and it still comes out good. So our next thing is to put in the spices. And the baking powder, which is in the broom closet.
She's off to the broom closet, Diane. I bet there's a bunch of witches in there.
Well, it was, but it seems to have taken off on the other room. Without which, these things won't rise.
And we do need to be right.
Oh, yes, indeed. Before the full moon.
This is making me very hungry before I start out.
And it's trick or treat with the baking powder. Okay, and we need a teaspoon. No, we need a tablespoon. And actually, the tablespoon right now is full of oil. And I like to be precise on these measurements because they really count when you're doing baking. Some of the other measurements, like the addition of the chopped up fruits, can be a little, you can fudge with those, but with the baking powder and baking soda, it should be pretty exact. Okay. Ta-da! And let's see what's next is half a teaspoon of salt. So carefully measuring a half a teaspoon of salt. If you're not careful, there's a hand that comes out of that.
Ricky, we're going to start a new show called Ricky's Comedy Kitchen. I'm not kidding you.
Watch it, girl. I've got my whisker brain. All right. And the next thing we do is put the spices in because they really make a difference. And I love cinnamon, and it calls for a tablespoon, but I happen to put in a wee bit more because I love it. And you notice I'm actually putting this stuff in the dry ingredients. So we mix all of that up together. And your best bet, as I said, I think, is your whisk to mix any kind of dry ingredients, flours, anything like that. Now, the cloves, we have just a teeny bit. We just need an itty bitty teaspoon, an eighth of a teaspoon. And I'm not sure what the measurements equate to in the UK. Right? But that would be almost a pinch. And if you've ever been pinched, you know what I mean.
I'm still waiting, Ricky.
I'm sorry, Jacqueline. We have to do something about that. We'll have to do a little ceremony. All righty. The next
Sounds bewitching.
Turmeric. A whole teaspoon. So you know that you're getting your anti-inflammatory curcumins, boink. As I said, these are savory, not sweet. And it actually calls for either honey or maple syrup. And I may put just a teeny bit of the honey in. Okay, use that ginger. We've got ginger, cinnamon, turmeric, cloves. Cloves. Where are my cloves? You know what? I goofed. The clove, well, that's okay. The nutmeg and the cloves are both an eighth of a teaspoon, and the rest of it's a teaspoon. And this is ginger, powdered ginger or ground ginger, and I happen to like a lot of that too, so I put in a little bit more than it actually calls for. Excuse me. Yeah, get out of here. We have a cat, and every time, she really didn't appear, but every time I open up a can, whether it's tuna or could be coconut milk, as I did the other day, the minute she hears, you can see this, it's mixing up. So the white flour now turned, which was coconut, has now turned a lovely cinnamon color, including turmeric. All righty. And I'm going to put in an eighth of a teaspoon of nutmeg if I can get it open. Ta-da! My hair used to be red, and my friends used to call me Lucy. I don't know if it was Lulu or Lucy, but I think it was Lucy. All righty, we're piling up all kinds of stuff over here. Now, my batter has gotten thick. It's kind of almost like pancake batter. So what I'm going to do is add the rest of the dry ingredients, just checking to make sure we have everything in there. I'm going to add a tad more of the cloves because I like that too. Cloves, by the way, are wonderful for if you or a child, you know, or an adult ever has a toothache, put cloves on it. They are topical anesthetics. Okay. That doesn't mean they beautify your teeth, but they numb them pretty well. So I'm going to put the rest of my dry ingredients in the liquid part. Make sure I get all of it in there and mix it up with my other whisk. Actually, I've found whisks to be really wonderful, especially when you're doing hand mixing instead of using electric mixer. And I think I'm running out of time. So here is our batter. And I've already put the muffin cups in the muffin tins in preparation for putting in this batter. And you can see how thick it gets. I'll show you. And the one thing that I did not put in yet, and here's where we have another option. And if you have a really sharp knife, we have a little 1/4 cup of coconut and it's shredded. So I'm just going to put it right in as it is, or you can chop it up even further so that it's not in long shreds, it's in short shreds. Say that 3 times in a hurry. All right. Make sure everything is mixed thoroughly. All the fruity toots in there. And they have the carrot left over to munch later. Or put it out on your scarecrow to frighten away the blackbirds. All right. And what I like to do with this recipe is take either my teaspoon or my tablespoon, because you fill the muffin tins about 2/3 full. So here's my batter. You can see how thick it is now. And we shall proceed to add these to the muffin tins, little cups, and just plop it in there. What I like to do with these, because they come out a little bit uneven on the tops, is kind of flatten them out with my finger a little bit. So you can see, we'll get the tops to come out just a little more even. Otherwise, we have lots of hills and valleys that are full of apricots and cranberries, which isn't bad. And we put them in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes on 375. What would that equate to? That's Fahrenheit. What would that equate to in centigrade? I don't know.
Auntie G, do you have that information?
I think it's about 250, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds about right. Yeah, it's less in numbers. I know that.
Thank you. Wow, this is quite exciting, Ricky. I mean, you have the finished product already that you showed us. We'd love to see it again.
Yep, I will. And I'm going to make a suggestion. And we can put these in the oven and get them started. And if you have another batter, you have my permission to just lick it off the spoon or your finger. I'm just going to put the first one in now.
All right.
Turn my clock. I'm going to put my clock on, my timer on 30 minutes and check it with a toothpick to see if it's really done.
Wonderful. Ricky, can you show us the final product again and then give us your contact information? That would be fantastic.
Okay. You can find me on patreon.com with my head. Wait a minute. Okay. I moved up, so I will move that. My favorite butter spreader. And when your butter is soft, here's your finished muffin. I've taken it out of the tin and out of the paper. They're little, and they're absolutely scrumptious with a wee bit of butter. Or, as Julia Child would say, everything's better with a lot of butter. So,
yes, she would.
Absolutely. So I usually just plop the butter on top and enjoy. And you can find me at patreon.com/Ricky McHealthy, which is on the screen. And I will be on rickyskitchen.org, which is a work in progress. But for now, please either use 1+970-618-7607 or patreon.com/Ricky McHealthy, and have a very healthy, wonderful Halloween.
Yay. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you for that beautiful presentation. It smells so good. I can smell it from here in my Egyptian castle.
I love it. I love it, darling.
All right.
Be careful of the cats
Fantastic.
tonight. Be aware of the cats.
We will. You have a wonderful birthday party for Richard. Happy birthday, Richard, whether you're 87 or 78. It's going to be
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Diane, and thank you,
Happy
Auntie G.
birthday.
Anith G.
Thank you, Ricky. Bye-bye.
Blessings. Bye.
Oh, that was delightful, wasn't it? I'm so hungry. I'm busy ruling kingdoms, and I've worked up this appetite. And guess what? Now we have some other people who are here knocking at my castle door. Who could it be? It's Hollywood Hut and Manager. Hello, Hollywood Hut and Manager.
Yes, hello.
Hello, happy Halloween.
Halloween to you too, my pretties.
We are excited to be here with you all on this wonderful weekend. And if you ever want to look as fabulous as this Miss Hollywood over here, we can hook it up.
Hi.
I have to share that Hollywood Hut and Manager are also in my castle here, so we have to switch turns being muted and unmuted. So I'm going to spotlight Hollywood Hut and Manager, and I'd love to hear a little bit about your beauty routines, how you keep your manes looking so glamorous.
Yes.
There they are, Hollywood Hut and her manager.
Yes, we are. We're taking over the Bay. And if you want to look this fabulous, you might as well follow her on Instagram at Megan, MEAGYAN. And you can get all of the beauty tips and diet tips and workout tips you need.
Beautiful.
I absolutely love it, and I'd like to hear a little bit more about those beautiful eyelashes, because Auntie G is a specialist when it comes to eyelashes, so do tell.
Yes, they're all natural, so I really can't give too many tips other than you just have to keep on wishing and you will get the all natural.
They are quite stunning, and I would love to have Auntie G comment on the eyelashes. What are your thoughts about it, Auntie G?
It's dream of glitter. I love them, and they suit your complexion very nice.
Wonderful, fantastic. Well, I know that Hollywood Hut and Manager have a very busy evening because they are in charge of a penguin painter experience. So I'm going to bring the penguin painter on board, and I apologize for any sound if there might be some clashing since we're all in the same pyramid. Hello, penguin painter. Penguin is on. There's Penguin. Hello.
Hello. Flip, flip, flop, flop.
Penguin painter, tell us what it means for you to be dressed up today as a penguin.
That's better. Cover my own face.
Yes, Penguin, we're waiting to hear. What does Halloween mean to you?
It means lots of candy.
Yes, and you love candy, don't you?
Oh, I do love candy. Candy. Yes, I love it.
All right. And what I want everyone to know is that this penguin is very, very experienced in painting. And I think our friends Hollywood Hut and Manager are going to give us a little showing of the art gallery of the penguin painter.
Oh.
And I'm going to put myself on mute if you'd like to comment, Hollywood Hut Manager.
We don't know how a penguin with flippers can paint so well, but she does it nonetheless. It is a true talent and a skill to be such a painting extraordinaire with two flippers and no thumbs.
Here they are. Here are the flippers. Flip, flip,
Can you
flop.
show some of the paintings that are closer to the door, please?
Going on a journey.
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun.
So talented.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Could you ever imagine no thumbs being able to paint so much?
No. So it's a good thing you have wall space.
We're getting a bigger house.
Wow. That's amazing. What a most talented penguin on earth.
Yes, and for those of you who don't know, that penguin is my mother. That is Joyce KERBECK, my mother, who is the penguin painter extraordinaire, and Hollywood Hut and manager are my nephew and yay! Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Yes, it's our pleasure.
Lots of fun.
All right, we want to wish everyone a
Hollywood.
she didn't want to put the costume on, and now she doesn't want the show to end. We want to wish everyone a very happy Halloween. We're so glad that you are all here, and we hope whatever you're doing it safely, and you are eating as much candy as you physically can. All right, I'm going to go to each person one last time to say goodbye. First, we're going to go to Hollywood Hut and manager.
Goodbye. Happy Halloween.
Goodbye. Have a great weekend.
What a great couple.
All right, and we're going to go to the penguin painter. What would you like to say to our audience as we leave today, Mother?
I'd love to say I've never been a penguin before, but it's damn hot in here.
All right, very well said, Mother. Thank you. Happy Halloween. All right, and let's go over to Anthony G. What would you like to say?
First of all, your mom is extraordinary, obviously, and love the paintings. So I'm offering you a bit of a tiny pumpkin and a happy Halloween all. Enjoy your night and the lead of the end of the year.
Thank you, Anthony G. And again, take care of that third eye. It's very important.
Of course. Thank you for having me again, ladies. Love you both.
Thank you. Love you too. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Well, Diane, that was our first Halloween extravaganza. How do you feel?
It was so much fun. I'm so glad you came up with the idea. You're so brilliant. And a special thanks to your mama for putting on that penguin suit and did you say your cousins?
No, nephew and niece.
Nephew and niece. They were brilliant, and they look like they really are gorgeous enough to be in Hollywood.
They are. They both are. Yes, yeah. That's for sure. And we have an evening out planned, which is so exciting. We're leaving and doing something together.
Fantastic. So you're going to experience your feminine side.
I think so. This masculinity is really a lot of work. It's exhausting. This wig is so hot. Diane, I'm going to spotlight you, my dear friend. You are doing so much. You just had this incredible #1 new release on Amazon, and you are an award-winning international, I have to say, it's not just children anymore. I'm just going to say author. You are a teacher. You're a performer, an actress. You are a mother. You are a wife. You are an incredible person. So just please do not be shy. Tell us about your book, Rise, A Girl's Struggle for More.
Thank you, Dr. JACALYN. So Rise, A Girl's Struggle for More is the purpose is for you to embrace your dreams. It might be something you've even forgotten about if you're older and you're trying to find your place where you belong. So this book is to help remind you and to go for it. It's based on a snippet of my grandma in her younger days, and she went after her dream. And the journey to make it happen is a really fun experience. And I'll give you a hint, the Charleston is involved in it. So, yeah, taught me the Charleston, but not quite all the moves I discovered after my mother told me more of the story. But anyway, I hope everyone enjoys it, and I feel very blessed. And thank you to everyone who's been ordering the book.
Thank you, Diane. And I also want our viewers and listeners to know that you and I, in addition to doing fashion, fitness, travel, and leisure, have a new show called The Corner Bookstore. And Diane, you are certainly very well connected with so many authors. What would you like people who are interested in being on this show to know?
Oh, I want them to know if they have a book and they want people to know about it, to let Dr. JACALYN and I know, so guests on our show, and we can get the word out about your book.
Thank you, Diane. All right. And Diane, what's the best way for people to reach you, and how should they contact you?
So for those who can see on the screen, because my name, it's Diann Floyd BOEHM, but the spellings are a little different. So make sure you spell it DIANN FLOYD, B as in boy, OEHM.com. And you can find me right there. All the information is there, and even how to email me. Thank you, Dr. JACALYN.
Thank you so much, Diane. I look forward to seeing you later this week. And once again, thank you for being open to doing this and getting your makeup all together. You look very glamorous, darling. Oh, we will see you later. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Thank you, everyone. As we close out our show, I'm going to play one music video, and this is from an artist who is in the UK and I believe has another track coming out very soon. We look forward to having her back. This is by Laser Girl. Thank you again. We look forward to seeing you when we start our broadcasting on Wednesday. Until then, happy Halloween. Take care of yourselves, be good to each other, and give yourself grace. Goodbye.